And maybe you covered a lot of this last week, and my apologies for being absent. But do you mind sharing your plant density and for this particular cultivar?
Yeah, right now I have like in my brain, the way I see it, I see everything as 4x4. So ideally, I prefer having 16 plants per 4x4, no matter what the strain. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Because what I do is I prune my plants, or I top my plants in a way that I get the exact same amount of main branches as I do trellis squares.
Okay.
Right? So I don't care what structure the plant naturally has. I'm just filling squares, right? So if I can get 16 plants on a 4x4, then I'm dealing with 3 to 4 branch plants. So it's a lot easier than having less plants, topping more, and trying to fill those squares, right? It also reduces the veg time.
So typically topping just the once?
It really depends on how the plant reacts to a topping. Like, let's say I top it once and I get 2 main branches going. Well, then I'll top a second time. Sometimes, they're bushier. You just top it once and it gives you a whole bunch of tops. So I'll just top it once. So that's definitely cultivar specific. But yeah, I've done grows with 9 per 4x4, 12, 16. Sometimes, I'll be honest with you, it depends on how the cloning goes. Like this cultivar I'm growing right now is like a super inbred S1. It's super, super finicky. It's super hard to root. So right now I'm running 12 per 4x4.
Don't you have problems with airflow in that density?
It looks a lot worse than it is right now, Leighton. If we go a little further, okay, so right there, do you see that you can see about like right at the top of that branch, there's a node, and then there's 2 more nodes right below it?
Yeah, can you blow it up, Ken?
Yeah. So right now, this is all I got going for nodes. This is day 6 of flower. So like I said, I'm just aiming for 1 branch per square of trellis, and I flip in flower with just the top node. So already 6 days in, you've got 3 really well established nodes. So by day 21, that branch will be full of nodes, but no side branches, right? So I can really comfortably pack a ton of branches, like I said, 1 per square, but they just go straight up and they stack buds. So there's no side branches. So that's just the way that I like to do it. It's really, really easy on the harvest. It's really, really easy on the trim, and everything's just homogeneous. Every branch is the same, and I do get a whole lot of airflow and problems with that. So,
well, first of all, let me tell you, this grow looks fantastic, dude.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, everything's spraying. Everybody's happy.
Yeah. And I just spent the day moving them around, actually. So what I do is I'm not sure what the grower term is, but I train them a lot. So I'll bend them like as much as I can before breaking them. I do that to the taller ones. So I do that every day. I go through my canopy until it's perfectly even. Do you know what I mean by that technique? I'm not sure what the name is.
Well, they call it training or scrogging. Some people call it.
Well, yeah, it's training for sure, but I'm not sure if there's a particular word for really like bending it until it feels like you break it there, but you don't.
Well, I'd be like super cropping it.
Yeah, I guess super cropping. Yeah,
but you wouldn't be super cropping too much because it's the density is so perfect to these squares.
Yeah, but still, like there's branches that want to be higher, there's ones that want to be lower, so right. I just even everything out with that technique.
Typically you're taking a 3-4 inch clone,
or I'd say that's right, 3 or 4 inch. And I like to be really, really aggressive when I take my clone. Like I remove all leaves. I just leave 2 leaves at the top and 1 node. And in a standard size cloning tray, I do 72 clones.
Fill it up. Okay.
Yeah, fill it right up.
Yeah, this one took more than 10, 14 days to root.
What I consider an easy cultivar to root, I'll see roots popping out at day 6 usually, for sure day 7. Mm-hmm. This one won't show roots, like it starts day 14. So it really sucks, because what happens, and correct me if I'm wrong, if you have really strong mothers, you take your cuts are full of nutrients, so they have what it takes to do for a while without nutrients, right? So if your cultivar is taking 16 days to show roots, it's going to start getting deficient. This one's a really, really challenging plant to do. Why are we running it? It's because it hits crazy high THC. And it's a hype strain. Yep. It's like the new trend.
And you pheno hunted this?
I pheno hunted it. Yeah, it's an S1 of the breeder cut cap junkie, it's called. Mm-hmm. Right. So I don't know if it has to do with an S1. Like I've ran super healthy S1s. I've ran super healthy feminized seeds. But this one is, it's a healthy plant, but it's slow. I vegged it for 2 more weeks than usual. It's not good.
It's making you work your ass off, is what you're trying to say.